at ISSA Interclean, the winner overall of robots was Cleanfix, and this robot was basically the magic thing. And let's find out what's so interesting about it by asking some question to Roland de Korte. Roland, congratulations! You won the robot award of the ISSA Interclean. So what's the name of this Cleanfix robot?
Navi 660. Navy 660.
Navy 660. Why? And basically the jury said this is a practical robot. This really works, and you have also committed. You are committed to this kind of development. This is not your first one. You have a long range. So when is this thing when did it come to the market?
Our first robot came onto the market in 2004. Small machine, very likable, 40 centimeters wide. But
and this sucker is a lot bigger. How big is it?
This one is 66 centimeters. Yeah, okay. So it's huge. Yeah. It weighs altogether 265 kilograms. So it's really a huge thing.
How long can it work autonomous?
4 hours.
And then it basically rolls back to the charger and basically charges itself, like every vacuum cleaner and every garden robot now does?
We wish to have that on the year's end.
Next version. Okay,
Absolutely.
The next version. So it works 4 hours. And how many square meters can it then scrub and clean?
It can scrub up to 1,200 square meters an hour. So in 4 hours you could have roughly 4,000, 4,500 square meters.
Okay. And the jury also really liked that you have a smart navigation system in this thing. Eh? It has. How does it do that?
The way it does, it's basically quite simple. What we do as manufacturers, we map out the room. We make the map of the room, the outer side, and then by algorithms, the machine by itself calculates what is the most efficient way to scrub the floor.
That's what we want, of course. Yeah. But you also have virtual walls where it basically should stop, and there's all kinds of stuff.
You remind very well. Now, what we can do is we have actually have a patented system where you can put a virtual wall. You can map it in the map, and that means for the robot there's a no-go area. So entrances, or even if you would do it in a swimming pool, you could, there's no area to go. There's no way to go into the swimming pool.
And to map out the room, is that really easy? I walk around with an iPad and I basically say this is a place and that's a place. I mean, or is it? And do I have to go blueprinting and all kinds of different? How easy is it? Can anybody who can operate a machine also map out the room?
I would say at the end, yes, there will be. But at the moment, it's not with an iPad. It's with a laptop. Yeah. It's the connection on the machine. That's the only time when the laptop is on the machine, because then we take it off. Yeah. And it is as easy as you learn it. It's not rocket science, but you have to go around and you have to make an actual map, like a CAD system, and then say, okay, this is a wall, this is a wall, this is what I mean.
Okay, a laptop connected to the machine. That sounds like it's not on my smartphone. It doesn't follow me around. There's some room. Is the thing connected to the internet? Is there a SIM card in there which basically reports the amount of hours and all the needs?
No.
Okay, so it's not a connected. It's a robot. It's an unconnected autonomous robot. Okay, so there's also some room for improvement.
No, what we've did is for us it was a whole job to actually make a self-scrubbing robot. So we said on our wish list are virtually maybe 20 other wishes. But we said, let's first make this.
Now let's focus on what you do well. Now, let's go talk about the business case. This thing can do about 5,000 square meters, on one battery, and then you charge it for a couple of hours, and then it can continue. How much cheaper? How much per hour per square meter is this thing working compared to somebody with a machine on top of a machine?
I have to correct you, because we don't focus straight away on cost reduction. We focus on quality improvement.
Excuse me. These are these people are from Switzerland. They are into quality, yeah?
Absolutely, quality. We only think quality, Swiss-made quality. What we want at the first step is working machine and people together. Because we still need people. We still need a guy, an operator to put the water in. We still need guys to do glass walls, to clean glass walls, to clean facings. These are all things you can do whilst the machine is working. So what you do is work with man and machine together. We call that flow cleaning. It's working together in the area.
Thank you. Quality, and you need a man with the machine. But the machine, the man can do other things, or the woman can do other things while the robot is working.
Yeah, and on top of that, We say let's say in an average area where you have to scrub 3 times a week, 3,000 square meters or 4,000 square meters, this machine has a return on investment anywhere from 12 to 15 months in comparison to an old school ride-on machine, if you compare it to that.
Okay. And how much if I just want to put a price on it, how much, how many?
I would say if you take an average configuration, it's anywhere about roughly 30,000 euros. But it can be lower if you take out a couple of things, and it can be higher.
30,000 for a robot, and how long can it work? 10 years? Swiss quality.
We focus on minimum 5 to 8 years.
5 to 8 years. Okay, so it's 5,000 euro a year, and then basically plus some maintenance, so a little bit over 10 euro a day.
You're a very quick calculator.
How many of those do you expect to sell next year?
I would say worldwide 500.
Okay, so it's a teeny little market at the moment. It's
Absolutely.
beginning. And why is it so small? Why is this thing not much more interesting? And why don't you sell thousands and thousands of them? Why
Because
is it?
this is cleaning. Yeah. We are in a market which is dominated by people who are, let's say, innovation. We talk about innovation a lot, but we don't do it a lot.
You have an innovation prevention team, basically working.
If you want to call it that way, absolutely.
Okay, so but if you have a normal machine, your highest volume product, how many of those do you sell?
We sell them 5,000 units.
5,000. So okay, so 500 is a nice amount.
Really good, very good start. And I'm
in 3 years, will it be 3,000 of those?
I hope so, but I'm quite sure. If you look at the worldwide market, and interesting enough, the markets who are behind us, which we are thinking we are behind us right now, they're actually coming up, and they go straight into robotics. Yeah. They don't go for a normal traditional machine. They say in a hospital, why should we clean it? Why should we walk behind the machine or sit on the machine if somebody can do it autonomously? That's what we see and that's what we feel.
So innovation is slow in this market, but it will come.
Absolutely, it will come.
Okay, congratulations with your number one prize for robots in the cleaning world was Cleanfix.